Welcome back from the break, Rams. Once again, I'm Ren Wadsworth, and I'm joined by award-winning Collegian reporter, Noelle Mason.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course. So just to jump right into it, I understand you did a piece that won you an award about research at CSU, and I was just wondering what some of your takeaways from that were.
Sure. So this piece was actually, I wrote about a year ago, but I think the main takeaway is that CSU is an incredible research university. We were really well positioned for a huge number of researchers to be able to continue their research and pivot what they were studying to something new to be able to help with the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah, do you think we were better adept than some other schools, maybe?
Yes, I definitely think so. I think CSU being a Tier 1 research university allowed so many, like a super abnormally high number of researchers to be able to conduct research on COVID-19, whether that is COVID testing, COVID transmission, vaccine candidates. There was a ton of variety in what people were studying already, and they were well positioned to be able to continue their research and transition it to COVID applications.
Yeah. Do you think that the studies that were being done here at CSU had a large impact on COVID-19?
Yes, I do think that the studies being done here had a large impact on COVID-19. I think the most impactful study, something that we saw on campus pretty much right away as the year continued, was the on-campus testing. That was something that I think was pretty unique to CSU, as well as being able to have that testing progress throughout the entire pandemic. So it was several different modes. And that was being continually researched as we were conducting our school year.
Yeah. So what made you want to cover the topic of research around COVID-19 at CSU?
I thought that would be an interesting topic for an article because research does not get communicated a whole lot. I feel like research has a very niche audience of scientists, and the public is not super aware of things that are going on, not behind closed doors. It's totally available to the public. But I think generally the student body and the greater public are not aware of research that's going on, especially research that's super relevant and impactful to our lives.
All right. So moving into my last question and getting a little more personal here, I just was wondering how COVID impacted your life, if you feel comfortable enough to share.
For sure. So I think I'm not alone when I say we all had mental health struggles. I definitely felt sort of a lack of connectedness to the student body coming back to campus this year and not being able to come back last year. So I think definitely we all experienced similar things, but different in our own different ways, but it definitely impacted my life.
Yeah, I definitely think it impacted a lot of students' lives, unfortunately. But thank you so much for coming in today, Noelle.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me.
Yes, of course. It was great having you on.
Thanks so much.